Imagine a young woman standing at the edge of her future, 23 years old, vibrant, with a smile that could light up the gloomiest day. She's planning her next steps, laughing with friends, dreaming of a life filled with purpose. Then, in the blink of an eye, she's gone. No warning, no goodbye, no trace. Her name is Claire Jensen, and her disappearance has left a small town shattered, a family broken, and investigators grasping at shadows. Was she taken by force? Did she choose to vanish? Or does the truth lie in a place too dark to imagine? Welcome to the Crime Decoder, where we dig into the mysteries that haunt us, peeling back the layers to uncover the truth, or at least get closer to it. We're diving into one of the most baffling cases one of us ever encountered: the disappearance of Claire Jensen. It's a story that's gripped Willow Creek, New York, for 3 years and counting. Let's travel back to October 12, 2022, in Willow Creek, a picturesque town of about 9,500 people nestled in the rolling hills of upstate New York. Picture tree-lined streets, quaint brick storefronts, and a community where people still leave their doors unlocked. Well, they used to. At the heart of our story is Claire Jensen, a 23-year-old psychology student at Willow Creek Community College. By day, she worked part-time at the Book Nook, a cozy bookstore on Main Street, where she'd spend hours organizing shelves, recommending novels, and chatting with regulars over steaming cups of coffee. By night, she was buried in textbooks, working toward her associate's degree with plans to transfer to a 4-year university and become a licensed therapist. Claire was the kind of person you couldn't help but like. Her best friend, Emma Larson, described her as a walking ray of sunshine with a wicked sense of humor. She had a contagious laugh, warm brown eyes, and shoulder-length chestnut hair she often wore in a loose braid. Her coworkers at the Book Nook said she had a gift for making customers feel like old friends. Her psychology professor, Dr. Ellen Marquez, called her a natural empath, who could read people like an open book. Claire's dream was to help teenagers struggling with mental health, inspired by her own battles with anxiety as a high schooler. She was just 1 semester away from finishing her degree, and her future seemed brighter than ever. That evening, Claire had plans to meet 3 close friends: Emma Larson, Ryan Carter, and Sophie Nugent, for dinner at Luigi's Pizzeria, a local favorite known for its wood-fired pizzas and garlic knots. It was a ritual for the group, a chance to unwind and catch up. Claire spent the afternoon in her apartment, a modest second-floor unit on Maple Street she shared with her roommate, Mia Torres. Around 6 p.m., she was getting ready, standing in front of her mirror, applying a quick swipe of cherry lip balm, a habit Mia always teased her about. She dressed in her favorite outfit, a well-worn denim jacket with a small sunflower pin, a white knit scarf, dark skinny jeans, and black ankle boots. She grabbed her black crossbody bag, which held her iPhone, wallet, keys, a small notebook where she jotted down poetry, and that ever-present lip balm. Mia saw Claire head out at 6:30 p.m. She seemed happy, Mia later told police. She said, "See you later, don't eat all the popcorn," because we were planning a movie night. Claire stepped out into the crisp autumn air, the leaves crunching under her boots as she walked down Maple Street. Luigi's was only a 15-minute walk straight through downtown. She texted Emma at 6:35 p.m. "On my way, save me some garlic knots." That was the last anyone heard from her. By 6:45 p.m., Claire's friends were seated at their usual booth at Luigi's, checking their phones. Emma sent a playful text. "Yo, Claire, you lost or what? We're ordering without you." No reply. At 7 p.m., Ryan called her straight to voicemail. Sophie tried at 7:05, then again at 7:10, her texts growing more urgent. "Claire, seriously, where are you? Call me." By 7:30 p.m., the group was frantic. They called Mia, who confirmed Claire had left an hour earlier. They drove to her apartment, hoping she'd just forgotten her phone or gotten distracted. But the apartment was dark, her bed untouched, her laptop still open to a psychology lecture on her desk. Police later traced Claire's iPhone to its final signal at 7:15 p.m., pinging off a cell tower near Old Mill Road, a secluded, 2-lane road on the edge of Willow Creek. Old Mill Road was a shortcut some locals used to avoid downtown traffic, but it was poorly lit, with no sidewalks and only a handful of houses scattered along its length. On one side stretched open fields. On the other loomed blackthorn forest, a dense expanse of pine and oak with a reputation for being unsettling. Teenagers dared each other to venture into its trails at night, swapping stories of ghostly lights or strange noises. That cell tower ping placed Claire, or at least her phone, on Old Mill Road at 7:15 p.m. Just as the last light of dusk faded into darkness. Why was Claire on Old Mill Road? Luigi's was in the opposite direction. Did she take a wrong turn? Was she meeting someone, or was she brought there against her will? These questions would soon become the heart of one of Willow Creek's greatest mysteries. By the morning of October 13th, 2022, Claire's absence was impossible to ignore. Her roommate, Mia, woke up to an empty apartment. Claire's bed was still made, her jacket and bag gone. Mia's first call was to Claire's parents, Linda and Michael Jensen, who lived in nearby Oakville. Linda, a pediatric nurse, later recalled, "I knew something was wrong the second Mia called. Claire always texted me goodnight, no matter how late it was." Michael, a high school math teacher, drove to Willow Creek immediately, his hands shaking on the wheel. By 9 a.m., the Jensens were at the Willow Creek Police Department, filing a missing persons report. The police acted swiftly. Detective Sarah Nuyeno, relation to Claire's friend, Sophie, took charge of the case. By 10 a.m., a search team was assembled, focusing on Old Mill Road and Blackthorn Forest. Volunteers flooded in Claire's friends, co-workers, neighbors, even strangers who'd seen her flyers at the diner. The Book Nook closed for the day, and its owner, Margaret Callahan, 60-year-old widow who'd known Claire since she was a teenager, joined the search, saying, "Claire was family. We have to find her." By noon, flyers were everywhere. On lampposts and shop windows, taped to mailboxes. They showed Claire's college ID photo, her warm smile, brown eyes, and chestnut hair framing her face, along with the words, "Missing. Claire Jensen, 23. Last seen October 12, 2022. Call with any information." The search was intense. Volunteers scoured Blackthorn Forest, navigating its tangled paths and muddy clearings. Police brought in canine units, their barks echoing through the trees. Drones buzzed overhead, scanning for any sign of Claire's denim jacket or black bag. But as the first day turned to night, no trace of her was found. The community was reeling. Willow Creek, a place where people left their keys in their cars, felt violated. Parents hugged their kids a little tighter, and neighbors started locking their doors. Rumors began to swirl, as they always do in small towns. Some whispered that Claire had been overwhelmed with schoolwork, the pressure of her dreams catching up to her. Maybe she'd run away to start over. A co-worker at the Book Nook, Emily Price, told police Claire had seemed distracted in the weeks before, often texting someone and smiling to herself. When asked, Claire had said it was just a friend, nothing serious. Could it have been a secret relationship? Others speculated about darker possibilities. A stranger passing through town, a predator hiding in plain sight, or even someone Claire knew who had a hidden side. The police chased every lead. A clerk at the Old Mill Gas and Go, a 24-hour station a mile from the cell tower, reported seeing a woman matching Claire's description around 7:30 p.m. on October 12th. The clerk, 19-year-old Jake Rousseau, said she bought a bottle of water with cash and seemed jumpy, like she was looking over her shoulder. He remembered her denim jacket and scarf, but couldn't be certain it was Claire. The gas station's security camera was outdated, its footage so grainy it showed only a blurry figure in a jacket. Police enhanced the video, but it was inconclusive. Another lead came from Tom Haskell, a long-haul truck driver who'd stopped for gas that night. He told police he saw a dark-colored SUV, possibly a 2018 or 2019 Ford Explorer or Chevy Equinox idling, on the shoulder of Old Mill Road near Blackthorn Forest around 7:20 p.m. The taillights were on, but he couldn't see the driver or any passengers. He didn't think much of it until he heard about Claire's disappearance. Police searched the area for tire tracks, footprints, or discarded items. But a torrential rainstorm that night turned the road into a muddy mess, erasing any potential evidence. Claire's friends were consumed by guilt and grief. Emma Larson, who'd been texting Claire that night, told a local reporter, "I keep replaying every second. What if I'd called her at 6:50? What if she was trying to tell me something?" Ryan and Sophie joined the search parties daily, retracing Claire's possible routes, checking alleys and side streets. The Jensens were inconsolable. At a press conference on October 15th, Michael broke down, his voice cracking. "Claire is our everything. You know something, please come forward." Linda, standing beside him, clutched a photo of Claire, her hands trembling. The image of that press conference to parents pleading for their daughter became a defining moment for Willow Creek. The town changed overnight. Willow Creek, once a postcard of small-town charm, now felt like a place where danger lurked. Residents started checking their windows at night. The diner's usual chatter was replaced by hushed conversations about Claire. The fear was palpable. If this could happen to Claire Jensen, it could happen to anyone. 3 years have passed since Claire Jensen vanished on October 12, 2022, and her case remains one of the most perplexing unsolved mysteries in upstate New York. The Willow Creek Police Department has conducted over 250 interviews, searched Blackthorn Forest more than 40 times, and followed up on nearly 1,000 tips, some from as far away as Oregon and Florida. They've used every tool at their disposal: K-9 units, drones, ground-penetrating radar, even thermal imaging to scan the forest's dense undergrowth. But not a single piece of physical evidence has been found. No denim jacket, no black bag, no iPhone, no cherry lip balm. It's as if Claire was plucked from the world without a trace. Theories have multiplied, but answers remain elusive. Some believe Claire was the victim of a random abduction, a crime of opportunity by a transient passing through Willow Creek. Others point to Blackthorn Forest, wondering if she stumbled across something she wasn't meant to see. There have been rumors of drug activity in the area, though police have found no concrete link. Online, true crime communities on Reddit, web sleuths, and X have dissected every detail of Claire's case. Some users speculate about a serial offender, noting similarities to 2 other unsolved disappearances in nearby counties: a 19-year-old woman in 2018 and a 26-year-old in 2020. Both last seen near wooded areas. But without evidence, these connections remain speculative. Detective Sarah Nguyen, who's led the investigation since day one, told a local news outlet in 2024, "This case keeps me up at night. We've chased every lead, but we need that one break." The police have interviewed persons of interest, including a local man who owned a dark SUV and was seen near Old Mill Road that week, but he was cleared after providing an alibi. They've also looked into Claire's phone records, finding no unusual contacts except for a number she texted a few times in September, burner phone that's since gone dead. Claire's parents, Linda and Michael Jensen, have never stopped fighting. They've created a website, findclairejensen.org, where they share updates. Post photos of Claire smiling at her high school graduation, laughing at a bonfire, reading in the book New Can offer a $50,000 reward for information leading to answers. They've hired a private investigator and worked with the National Center for Missing and Exploited Persons. Every October 12th, they organize a candlelight vigil in Willow Creek's town square, where the community gathers to light candles and share memories. At the 2024 vigil, Linda's voice broke as she said, "Someone out there knows something. It could be a detail you think is insignificant. A car, a conversation, a glance. Please, help us bring our daughter home." Claire's story is a gut-puncher reminder that safety is never guaranteed, no matter how idyllic the setting. It's also a call to action. Missing persons cases rely on people like UL listeners who share stories, ask questions, and keep the pressure on. So, what really happened to Claire Jensen on that chilly October night? Did she cross paths with a predator on Old Mill Road? Is the truth buried in the depths of Blackthorn Forest, waiting for someone to stumble across it? Or is there a piece of this puzzle we haven't even considered? One thing is undeniable. Claire's story is far from over. Her family, her friends, and the town of Willow Creek refuse to let her fade away, and neither should we. If this episode gripped you, please like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon to stay with us at the Crime Decoder. Because here, we uncover the mysteries that demand to be solved, and we honor the people who deserve to be remembered. Until next time, stay curious, stay vigilant, and keep decoding the truth.